Hi guys, welcome to the first episode of ScogoLearnX. ScogoLearnX is an initiative to upskill the service partners and field engineers so that they can acquire new skills and get industry knowledge on latest technologies and products. In our first episode, we have Mr. Chaitanya Vadla from Nomus Comm-Solutions. He is the product support manager and the best man to train us on Nomus gateway converters. He will tap on various topics like installation, troubleshooting, and standard operating procedures. We hope that you enjoy today's episode and take a step forward on acquiring a new skill.
Converter mode. So where we will use the converter mode basically. Converter mode will use based on the application and based on the customer requirement. For example, customer is nothing to do anything in the Nomus device. He will not maintain the routing and he will not maintain the any configuration in the converter. So then we need a transparent converter without any IP configurations and without any routing protocols handling in the device. So our device converter having the zero touch provisioning means no need to configure any IP address of the customer location IP, WAN IP, as well as MPLS WAN IP is not required. Automatically, our device will pick up the IP address based on the MAC address. For example, I will explain that scenario also how the packet will be exchanged. For example, आपने जो V35 इंटरफेस कनेक्ट कर दिया है, V35 कनेक्ट करने के बाद हमारे को पैकेट आ जाएगा WAN IP with the broadcast packet. It will be distributed to the LAN side as well as WAN side. जब WAN side पे पैकेट जाता है, WAN से कुछ मेरे को with the MAC address, with the IP address I am receiving from the MPLS router, that will be connected to that we will learn from the MAC address what is the IP address I am getting from the WAN side, and LAN side also we will learn the MAC address. Based on the MAC address, we will learn the WAN IP address of the customer. So automatically we will write the what is the peer address and what is the customer premises address. So no need to write any configure of the Nomus converter device in the three flavors. This feature will be available Gateway ERB V35, Gateway ERB DSL, as well as Gateway ERB E1 also. This is for the converter. So basically converter, customer is having the router or SD-WAN and anything. Customer has to maintain the external routing capability equipment. Then only we need to suggest the converter product to the customer. And coming back to the bridge mode means, for example, if we take it from the Hyderabad office, we are having Scogo is office is located at Hyderabad and head office at located at Bombay. So both LAN networks are same. So there is not required any routing protocols or anything. So just we can use the bridge converter, which is the nothing but LAN extension from the one source to another source. That is called as a bridge. And coming back to the router. So router is a mainly to connecting the two different networks from point A to point B. And that will be based on the connectivity, based on the how the ISP is providing the local lead or even output or V35 interface output. Based on these selections, we will configure the device as per the customer requirement. So this is about the router. And router means our device will support only basic static routing only. The device will not support for the OSPF, BGP or EAGRP, anything. Only static routing and RIP version only we will support V1 and V2, that's it. And next, these are the features, whatever I have explained in the earlier sheet converter, Ethernet to serial. It may be Ethernet to DSL or Ethernet to E1. And zero touch provisioning means no need to configure anything. The device will self learn the WAN IP address from the WAN side as well as LAN side, and the converter will not have the management port. Only we are having the serial port for the connecting the console cable to for the debug purpose. Only we have provided the console cable, and there is no management from the remote or local management also not available. Local management only available for the serial cable पे ही आपको available है converter पे. And bridge mode is a point-to-point connectivity. Forward based on Ethernet MAC also we are having. Bridge mode पे आपको management port है. We will support HTTP and we'll support the console and we'll support the SNMP also in the product, which is selected on the mode in the bridge mode only. And coming back to the router, so connectivity of the multiple networks, it will support the dynamic and static routing. In the dynamic routing, only RIP over V1 and V2 we are supporting. Static routing only we are supporting. And we are having the WAN authentication. If in the WAN, they require any authentication mechanism, for example, they want key exchange between from the other router to customer router. We are having that option also. We are having the ACS, access list control in the router mode. Router mode, same management is available from the remote. You can able to log into the via HTTP as well as SNMP we are supporting. These are the features only difference between converter, bridge and router. And this is the main installation guide for the any RB or any product, irrespective of Nomus. If you are installing any network equipment, so first of all, we need to verify what is the power source there, how they are giving the power source in the customer premises. We need to verify the power socket, what is the output we are getting the AC voltage, neutral to phase, phase to neutral, and neutral to earth, phase to earth. So neutral to earth should not be voltage, should be in the zero only. If you are getting any voltage in the neutral to earth, where the ground is not proper, it will be damage the equipment. So first of all, whenever we are visiting, please verify the power source at the customer premises. Not only Nomus product, for the any equipment installation, we need to verify the power source, how they are giving the UPS or whatever raw power. We need to verify the everything. So coming back to the installation guide for the gateway RB, there is a rare panel of the basically in the box we are providing the product with the serial cable as well as one Ethernet cable and one console cable and QAG also, quick installation guide also we are providing the along with the devices. Whenever if you going for the new installation for the any customer premises, if you have noticed any Nomus box, you can see the QAG will be definitely we are giving. You can follow the steps, whatever installation guide we are right now I'm showing you, that information will be available in the sheet, and we are providing the power card, and we are providing the one Ethernet cable, and one we are providing the WAN Ethernet cable, WAN interface cables. So coming back to the gateway RP, rear panel will have the power on off switch for powering on off the device, and one IEC type power connector and fuse holder. We are providing one fuse holder for the replacing of the any fuse. We are having the one connector power in the power. Whenever you are inserting a power card, there we have the fuse picture. That fuse picture, or that is a holder. We have to remove that holder. You will find the two numbers of fuses. One is inside of the fuse that is working. Whichever first fuse is the one, another fuse will be the spare fuse. आपको एक फ्यूज चला गया तो दूसरा फ्यूज रिप्लेस करने के लिए देयर इटसेल्फ वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग द वन स्पेयर फ्यूज इन द डिवाइस. and one WAN port, which is the 25-pin D-type female connector for the V35 interface. If, for example, this is for the RB V35. For the RBE1, we will have the one roasted box, which is called one end should be the RJ45, another end should be the one terminal block will be there for connecting the TX and RX cables from the MUX. For the DSL, we are not giving any cables for connecting the local lead. We are providing a one green connector near to the DSL port. You can directly terminate that DSL cable two wire to the directly to the green connector by removing the screws and tightening of the screws. And one RJ45 connector, that is a T Ethernet interface. This four whatever power on off switch and connector, fuse hose connector, WAN port and Ethernet port will be available in the rear panel. And coming back to the, we are moving to the next one is gateway RB LED front panel indications. So in the front panel, you will able to see the serial console cable for the diagnostics as well as configuration of the device. So in the converter mode, not required, just plug and play. When you are using the router or bridge mode, definitely we require the console for the configuration of the LAN IP as well as WAN IPs. And in front panel, you will find the 8 numbers of LED indications and 4 numbers of push buttons for the diagnostics and generating a loop towards the WAN interface. Here, in the diagnostics buttons, only DL1 will be work, only WAN interface will be there. We will generate only loop test through the WAN interface. For the LAN interface, we are Ethernet side, we cannot provide any loop detection mechanism. Only WAN interface only we are providing the. So these are the only DL1 is the diagnostics button. And coming back to the LED indicators, so we are having the following indications: MR, Sync 1, Act 1, TST1, as well as Ethernet indications. These 5 LED indications are the major LED indications, and SOM2, Act 2, Test 2 for the dual channels. We are providing only single channel product. We have provided for the single channel for the Canara Bank, UBI Bank, and every another projects. Only dual channel we have provided for the Bank of Baroda, which will be have the 2 serial interfaces at a time. The 2 serial interfaces only single channel. So these are the mainly LED indication whenever we are going for the any installation part for that or else troubleshooting or configuration purpose. So majorly when you are powered on the device, our booting process will be there. I will show you via video later in the end of session. I'm explaining about only for the LED indication for the whenever going for the installation or troubleshooting purpose. So basically MR green on means the device is power on, and reset properly means the device is booted properly and the device is healthy condition. Green on means if the MR LED is amber blink, amber means that is the orange color, will have the blink condition. If you are went for the any one of the circuit for the troubleshooting, okay, the for example, take any SD-WAN location is down, you are visiting the location. First of all, don't do anything. First, observe the what are the LED indication in the converter device, Nomus device. Not only Nomus device, any converter is available there. First of all, we need to verify the LED indication of the devices of the SD-WAN Ethernet port as well as converter LED indication and BSNL device indication. These three are the important for the LED indication. After going to the location, we need to verify the LED indication. If you are notice the amber blink in the converter, this is our of the Nomus device I'm explaining about. Amber blink means we are getting a errors from the WAN interface. WAN interface means it is connected to the BSNL line, means BSNL Tellabs modem or non-MLLM modem, Nomus device or team modem or anything. From that device, we are getting the WAN errors. So for resolving that purpose, we need to remove the local lead from the MLLN device और नॉन MLLN डिवाइस. BSNL जो लोकल लीड रहता है आपको उसको निकाल देना है. वो निकालने के बाद आपको एम्बर एलईडी स्टिल इट इज ब्लिंकिंग, वो V35 इंटरफेस से एरर्स आ रहे बोलकर वी कैन कंफर्म दैट पार्ट. we have to raise a complaint to the BSNL. This from the modem, आपका जो modem से MLLM modem से मेरे को errors आ रहा है, so kindly replace the modem or else solve the problem by removing the अभी errors कब कब आपको errors rise होता है कि लोकल लीड पे कुछ ना कुछ DC वोल्टेज है तो आपको errors आ जाएगा, or else local lead having the so many joints, then also we will get the WAN errors. And V35 interface is faulty, one of the signal I am not getting from the MLLN device, then that errors will be increased. These 3 points we need to discuss with the BSNL team, or else whatever call you have call is, for example, if you take it from the Canara Bank, you received a call complaint from the for particular location. So whenever you are going for the location, whenever you are having a query, before going to the location, if you in your ticket, customer is raising a ticket, so please add that one point from my end. One suggestion is what product is available at the location and what type of circuit is that in the particular location, means it is a MLLN circuits or non-MLLN circuit, and what product means what type of equipments are available. SD-WAN is available, or WAN Ethernet router is available, or converter is available, or non-MLLN modem is available, or any whatever product is available. Customer has to give a input in our ticket whenever you are going to the location. Before that, we have to get this information, and you require the NOC team mobile numbers also, because we seen in the Canara Bank installation as well as Indian Bank installations, from the Scogo engineers, they doesn't know the MPLS numbers or a point of contact number for the verifying the loops at the central end. So please add this point also in your ticketing system for avoiding these issues, because again Nomus has to coordinate with the bank zonal office team, and we need to get the numbers. It will taking a time, and it will be get a delay for the troubleshooting of the location. And next, moving to the sync 1 LED. Sync 1 LED means green on, means stable. The PPP is established with the MPLS router, which means that with the bank router, the converter is successfully established. There is no connection failure from the customer premises converter to the bank router. So there is no issue for the connectivity. Okay. And green blink means there is a chance of the connection from the customer premises converted to the MPLS router. There is a break. If the in the exchange side that mux failure or fiber cut, or in the MPLS router itself that in port is having the problem, then the green indication will be blink. Red blink means there is a local lead is not detected. Means, for example, if you in the location we have seen MLLN device and non-MLLN devices, there will have the line indication, local lead का indication का रहेगा. जब वो ऑफ है तो हमारा डिवाइस पे आपको रेड ब्लिंकिंग पे रहेगा, बिकॉज that V35 interface is detected, but that local lead is down. That we will call as DCD signal is down from the local modem, not for the remote side, MPLS side. जहाँ पे कन्वर्टर के साथ जो V35 मॉडेम रहेगा, उस पे लोकल लीड इज डाउन, बीएसएनएल का लोकल लीड का प्रॉब्लम है, इसके लिए रेड ब्लिंक हो रहा है बोलकर आपको इंडिकेशन रेड ब्लिंक पे रहेगा. एक्ट वन Act 1 LED green blink means we are receiving the packets from the WAN port. Red blink means we are transmitting from the converter, transmitting the packets to the WAN port. Amber blink means receiving, transmitting, both packets are happening. Off means there is nothing. Transmitting data and receiving data, there is no data in the WAN side. For example, act green blinking. Yeah, if we take, we are receiving the packets from the MPLS router, but we are not able to transmit the packets. So we will look at the only, they will say converter problem, there is no problem with the SD-WAN or there is no problem with the MLLN device. Like that, they will inform to us. First of all, we need to verify the SD-WAN by logging to the SD-WAN device, and we need to verify the ARP packet. ARP means MAC address is that SD-WAN router is learning the MAC address of the converter or not. We have to verify first of all, and we need to verify the interfaces IP address is erased or not, because we have noticed in the UBA banks some SD-WAN routers, all of suddenly that configuration will be erased, because that they have concluded converter is having a issue, but later we have seen the SD-WAN, local SD-WAN, customer SD-WAN, their configuration is erased, and we have given a proofs to the UBA team. This is with the Cisco SD-WAN issue, and later they have raised a complaint to the Cisco, and they resolve the by solve solution from the Cisco by upgrading the SD-WAN from it from firmware version to the new firmware version. So mainly whenever we are receiving a WAN port packets, but we are not able to transmit, because converter will not do any routing protocols or anything. SD-WAN is doing the routing protocols and everything. So from the SD-WAN, they have to send a packet. Our converter is the transparent mode. Just we will take the packet, and the pack from the LAN, we will put the same packet in the WAN. Vice versa, from the WAN, whenever we are receiving a packet, we will hand out that packet to the LAN interface. That's it. There is no big uh, routing protocols we are not handling. Only just they are the transparent device. SD-WAN will having the total routing capability, and whatever configuration they have, they required branch, that everything will be have the SD-WAN only. So red blink means we are transmitting, but we are not getting the WAN from the receive packet from the WAN interfaces. At that time, we need to initiate a digital loop DL1 from the device. Whenever DL you have once pressed in our device, TST1 will be the red on. Red on means one loopback test initiated from the device. That loop we need to verify at the MPLS end. Means that is a Bangalore knock or Delhi North, we need to verify that loop is getting or not. Because if we want to verify the loop is getting or not, we require the circuit ID or WAN IP address of the location. These two major important to us for the diagnostics of the circuit with the any BSNL team or NOM team of the bank team. And going to the TST1 LED, red on means whenever you are initiating a pressing a DL1 button, the TST1 will be red on, means that is a digital loop is initiated from the device. Off means no loopback is initiated. Red blink means this is a major point for the installation time and troubleshooting time. Red blink, TST is blinking in the red blinking. That indicates WAN IP is wrongly configured. Means SD-WAN WAN IP and that MPLS WAN IP is configured wrongly. There is misconfiguration between the SD-WAN and MPLS router. Or in our devices, in the old version devices, the converter is not having the zero touch provisioning feature. We need to configure the device via console. There, you are configuring the wrong IP, CE IP and PE IP. PE means peer end IP and customer premises end IP. If you have configured wrongly, our test LED will be blinking in red condition. That means you have to verify the WAN IP addresses in the our device as well as SD-WAN side and the MPLS side. And Ethernet. Ethernet on means successfully that connection is established from the LAN port to the SD-WAN. Amber, orange blinking means data receiving on the LAN port. These are the LED indications. For the diagnostics and management, HTTP for web access, SNMP for the router mode and bridge mode, serial console and loopbacks for the diagnostics, converter, router and bridge mode. Apart from this, if you connect the console cable of the any device in the converter, we will provide the LAN status statistics as well as WAN status statistics. So in the LAN status, we will provide the transmit packets, receive packets, and number of errors also. Same vice versa. In the WAN status also, we are providing the number of errors, how much errors increased, and transmit and receive packets. Also, we can observe in the WAN statistics by connecting the console cable in the converter. For the router mode, we are router mode, bridge mode, we are having the HTTP access, not required a console cable. We can verify the by accessing the HTTP, WAN status and LAN status, we can verify. These are the applications suitable for the our devices, suitable for SOHO applications, compatible with MLLM bridge, routing mode and support MLLM VMux also, MPLS connectivity, internet connectivity, and point-to-point connectivity. This is the one of the example application for the converter from the branch office to branch office over TDM network, and data center is connected to the MPLS IP network, which is connected to the TDM network. Example application for the converter. So where branch office to branch office, and it is connected to the one of the data center over MPLS IP network. So branch office is having the SD-WAN, one application. So if you see, SD-WAN is providing the Ethernet output, and that Ethernet output is connected to the one of the RB V35 and one V35. This whatever first is what I am showing right now using the mouse cursor, that is the non-MLLN circuit, which will have the V35 modem, and in the exchange will have the one G73 modem. And जो नीचे है आपको, this is the MLLN circuit. In the MLLN circuit, there is no exchange modem. the DSL will be terminated to directly to the TDM network. Another application of the bridge. So one head office to branch office, we are providing the same connectivity by using the non-MLN circuit and MLN circuit. That head office and branch office. This is the point-to-point connectivity, which is having the head office having the same network and branch office also having the same network. Then we will utilize the application bridge. And next, moving to the application router. So this is the another example of the application router. So by using the non-MLN circuit and MLN circuits for the connecting of the one location to another location with the different networks. Next slide is this is the application converter by using the RB2M. So this is the another flavor we are having that local. This is the non-MLN circuit. It is not a MLN circuit. So directly we are terminating the SSDSL means that is a local lead directly to the RB2M. The device will have the built-in modem interface and output will be the Ethernet. It will be terminated to the directly to the SD-WAN. Another one is application bridge RBE1. So which is having the E1 directly terminated to the RBE1 and Ethernet we can connect to the SD-WAN or else router anything. Same way that is the converter also we are having RBE1. This is the another example using the RBE1 product. If the customer premises even output directly terminated at the customer premises, we will connect the E1 interface directly to the device and Ethernet output will be connected to the SD-WAN router. This is the router mode. Same way that E1 should, wherever E1 is terminated at customer premises, we will suggest the get RBE1 directly without connecting so many modems at the customer premises.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. It was very detailed explanation.